one-on-one conversation. 30 minutes of pure entertainment with musicians, writers, and actors to motivators, chefs, and even rappers to up-and-comings with the it factor. It's the Jazzy K Ward coming at ya. Have fun, some smiles, a few laughs. Tune in, chime in, sit back, have fun, some smiles, a few laughs.
Hi everyone, happy Monday. Welcome to another edition of Jazzy After Dark Artist Talk. I hope everyone had a great weekend. Of course, I know we came off of an awesome weekend because our president-elect, of course, right, our 46th president, Biden, and our first first woman president, Vice President Harris. So we're all excited about that. So I'm super excited about tonight's show with international urban superstar. That's what I'm going to call him tonight. My special guest, Anthony Faulkner, is with us tonight. So let me let you check out what's in store with Anthony Faulkner.
King of kings, ruler of everything, mighty one. You are everything to me. Now I see your grace towards me. Your love covers me. Now I'm free. You are amazing. Amazing God, you are. You are. Amazing. So amazing. God, you are. I love you so. You're a mighty God, a wonderful Father, a wonderful Counselor. Oh, King of kings, ruler of everything, Lord of lords, you are everything to me. Now I see your grace towards me, your love covers me. Now I am free. You are so amazing.
Wow, that was such a beautiful view. He is truly an amazing guy. He's a writer, he's an arranger, he's a producer, contemporary, gospel, urban, inspirational singer. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome to Artist Talk. Let's give him a lot of love, a lot of thumbs up. Go ahead and share those videos with international urban recording artist and songwriter, Anthony Faulkner.
Hey, Jazzy Ward.
Hey, my brother Anthony, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. It's such an honor to be with you tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I'm loving that painting behind you.
Oh, thank you, man.
Yeah, did you do that?
Circle of life, man.
I love that. I
Thank you.
really do. Well, I want to welcome you to Jazzy After Dark Artist Talk.
That's incredible, man. I watch you all the time, so it's such a privilege and honor to be with you tonight. And I'm sure you are gonna ask me some wonderful questions.
Oh, of course, of course. I'm gonna get all in your business. No, I'm just teasing. No, we simply. I'm so glad to. Actually, this is my second conversation
Yeah,
with you. We talked. It's been a few years though.
yeah, it has. It
Yeah,
has.
so I'm sure a lot has happened, within that time. So I'm so glad to be able to finally like catch up with you because
Thank you,
I
man.
know you're like all over the place now.
Well, I've kind of been limited with coronavirus going on, but believe it or not, I've still been, I would probably say, even busier actually on the digital scene. So
Okay.
a lot has drastically changed, but I've still been moving and a lot of things have still been happening.
That's great. And I think everyone, Anthony, with the pandemic has affected us in some form or fashion. I think this entire world, right? So, so how have you been handling the pandemic, you and your family?
Well, we're taking it one day at a time, with so much disinformation going on out there, not really knowing, who to listen to, what to trust, but trying to still remain anxiety free as best as possible and still, function. We still
Right.
have to keep functioning and, we can't live in a state of fear, but we
Mhm.
also have to be cautious and careful. And I do think that, wearing masks saves lives. So,
Right.
just trying to balance out all the disinformation with what I think moral value should tell individuals to do. It's just the most crazy thing that we're going through right now.
Right.
You know, it's good and bad. People should know what to do, but I don't want to
Right.
get on that tangent.
Hey, I completely understand, but I'm glad you mentioned that, Anthony, when you mentioned about really taking care of yourself mentally, physically and mentally with the, coronavirus. I don't want to get too much in that, but I think it's important because especially like your music, urban, inspirational, we need that during this time. And I think your music, that's what it does to us, to our spirit, our minds, our soul. It uplifts us.
Thank you, man. That means a lot. It means
Yeah.
a lot because Lord knows I put my heart and soul into every song that I've done, and I wanted to create also amazing visuals for the viewers to see just how
Right.
wonderful our world is, that God created. So I've always tried to capture a snippet of that in my videos, and "You Are Amazing" is my most recent video that I filmed over in Grenoble, and Paris, France.
Right.
And being on top of that mountain, I was really able to, hear from God, see God, and just be amazed with just how spectacular our world is. And I encourage people, when we're able to travel and just see what's out there.
Right. I mean, when I was watching the video and you were on top of the mountain, it seemed like so much freedom.
Yeah.
I mean, on top of that mountain, I could imagine what could probably was going through your mind as you were filming that video, just being that high up. I mean, do you know how high you were up in the air?
No, it was very high, very high, where no one else can get up there. So I actually had to climb on a little trail to get up to that peak. But I wanted that shot, and I said, we got to take the risk and get it done. Thank goodness for drones. Drones were flying around, but camera
Right.
crews couldn't get up there. So
Yeah.
yeah,
And that was amazing. I always wanted to ask you that because a lot of times when people film videos, you wonder like, were they actually there? But with technology, they can do
yeah,
so much. You may have been
so
like,
true.
no, I really wasn't that high, but you really were there.
I was that high.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Anthony, your career, you've traveled all over the world, Denmark, South Africa, Kenya, London, Nigeria, Sweden. Any other places I've missed? I'm sure.
Namibia, Johannesburg, Durban, Cape Town, Kenya, Rwanda, um, Indonesia,
Hmm.
Australia.
Right.
I've been able to go to 6 of the 7 continents, and I was planning to go to Antarctica this year, but
Okay.
with COVID, it didn't work out. But it's still on the to-do list, the bucket list, so I'll get there in a couple of years or so.
Okay. So for those who may not understand, when it says international urban recording artist, could you explain that for those who may not? Well, what is an international urban recording artist?
Well, I think music's universal, and
Hmm.
I know that most people have to put music in a certain genre. You know, for the longest, I've been an inspirational recording artist, but people's like, well, what is inspirational? So we have to put you in gospel. So I literally sing all genres of music.
Right.
And it's universal. So if you hear it, and different cultures call things differently. So
Right.
Closer was called, a R&B song over in
Yeah.
Uganda.
Yeah.
So it just depends on the culture. But to cover all bases, we just want to just say, for everyone, we want you to understand and know that Anthony is a universal artist, and my music transcends gender, culture, races, and just give it a listen and see what appeals to you. Because I have all kinds of styles of music. I don't want to just do one particular set genre
Right.
because I've experienced so much, and I just want to capture my life experiences and make it kind of like a melting pot of a fusion of things. So if you hear my music, you'll kind of hear an urban sound. You kind of hear inspirational flair, international fusion. So
Yeah.
you get many flavors.
Right. Yeah. My friend, international recording artist Brendan Rothwell is with us. He said urban jazz also.
Nice.
Yeah. I mean, you give us so much flavor. So I was wondering, is it different for you doing your music overseas versus here in the States?
Well, I would say the amount of hard work that it takes to get things executed, no, it's still the same across the board because my level for excellence does not change. But you have different roadblocks in different
Right.
places that you have to jump in. Still, you have to make great alliances, build great relationships, and
Mhm.
you know, not burn bridges. You
Right.
know, so those principles are still core values of what I apply while I'm traveling overseas and in the U.S.
Okay.
But hurdles are hurdles.
Hurdles are hurdles. And my brother, I appreciate you, sharing your craft and your gift with the world and going through those hurdles. I mean, uh, what has been some challenges? You hear a lot of people and you make it look so easy, on the stage, lights, camera, action, so a lot of people, it's like, wow, it's like any challenges, Well, when I
I,
say challenges, is it the same going overseas? Even when I say that, getting your music heard over the airwaves.
I would say it's a lot easier overseas,
Okay.
but you have to be willing, but you have to understand that if you're coming from the US, let's say to Africa, Uganda, because I love Uganda, Uganda loves me, that you can't have an American mindset when you're trying to execute and get favor, like, oh, I'm from the US and my stuff is great. It's wonderful. It's the best you ever heard. So make way. No, you have to be humble. You have to be
Right.
understanding. There's also cultural differences,
Right.
you can't be aggressive. You have to be meek and understanding and all those things. So when I first started out, I would go for literally like a month at a time and stay and work every single day, 18-hour days, because I'm really good with grassroots. So I wanted every radio station, every TV network that wanted to have me. I was always willing, and my team, I know they were like, Anthony, you just push, 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 push. But I had an objective. I wanted my music to be exposed to everyone who wanted to hear it. So it's a blessing coming from the US and have gone to Alexander Hamilton Academy of Music to study voice and musical theater, and then having being introduced to music by, Angela Winbush, and just
Right.
working with Ricky Grundy and Andre Crouch. Like every scenario I've learned directly and indirectly of what to do and what not to do. And seeing some of the stumbling blocks of some of the other greats that I had exposure to see, I was able to carve out like how can I simplify this in my life to make it a whole lot easier and transcend some of the barriers that I've seen others encounter.
Right. You know, and Anthony, and maybe this is just me. It seems like, you know, when you hear music from, you know, people listen to music overseas, it seems like they have much more of an appreciation for music
Yeah.
versus people here in the States. Do you agree, disagree?
I would agree because here in the States, it's just our the access we have is just so great, and the volume of music and independent artists that are being pushed out, like I'm sure there's thousands and thousands of new independent artists every single day that want to get the exposure of maximum artists, large artists. So when you go overseas, their platforms aren't maybe that massive,
Right.
which things are changing. The digital era is really booming, but the exposure is not that extreme as it is here in the U.S. because again, America is the greatest country that there is as far as opportunities and being able to have the exposure, and you narrate and guide your road. So it's up to you. So all you have to plan, you have to be able to execute exactly what your ideas are and not be stuck in your head.
Oh, wow. That's some great information. And for those who are just joining on the show, welcome to Artist Talk. My special guest tonight is international urban recording artist and songwriter Anthony Faulkner. And I'm super excited to premiere one of my favorites is his featured song Closer, featuring Miss Angela Winbush. And we're going to premiere that right here on Artist Talk. But first, this message, and we'll be right back. Hey guys, welcome back to Artist Talk. I'm your host, JAZZIE K. Ward. My special guest is international recording artist, urban recording artist, Mr. Anthony Faulkner. And Anthony, your song Closer, which has made it to it's gone down to number 2, right?
Well, it's going up to number 2. Yeah,
Oh,
we're going
up
to see
to
if we
number
can get that number 1 spot next week. But yeah, on the Urban Influencer Radio Airplay Experts playlist.
Yeah, so I'm super excited, and tell us your connection. How did you do this song with Angela Winbush?
Well, Angela's actually responsible for introducing me to music. We went to the same church when I was younger, and she literally walked up to me one day and said, "Hey, young man, my name is Sister Angela. What's your name?" And I didn't know who she was. I just saw this beautiful woman in front of me, and I was captivated because she did not look like everybody else that was in the church. So from that perspective, it had my attention like, okay, who's this lady? But it wasn't until I saw the Soul Train Music Awards commercial that I said, that's the lady, mommy, that's been telling me to do all this music stuff at school when I was 9 years old. So I was able to convince my mom to let me buy the Sharp CD that had the song Angel on it. So
that CD is awesome.
Yeah, I said, Mom, it's a gospel song. That's the only reason why I was able to get it. But, listening to that and then her being connected with Ronald Isley at the time, it just changed my life as far as this new realm and that I was introduced to, and it just took me over. So I've been working and trying to cultivate my gift and skills that, she introduced me to. So I was able to ask her to come do a duet with the student. So it's like the student coming back to the teacher and saying, would you be willing to do this? And she said, yeah. So I flew to St. Louis. We went to Extreme Institute Nelly Studio and recorded the audio there. Then we flew to the Notion Studio in Los Angeles, California, and filmed a video there, directed by Carlton Jordan. And from there, the song has taken on wings of its own, and it has done extremely well. And I can't be more prouder of this song because my musical inspiration is on the song. So
well, yeah. I appreciate that. I mean, it's a beautiful song, and I'm so happy for those who haven't seen or heard the song. is going to be featured right here on Artist Talk. Ladies and gentlemen, Anthony Faulkner featuring Miss Angela Winbush, and this is Closer.
Hey Tony, this is Angela. I want to be closer to you. I called you to answer and told me to come a little closer, closer, closer. Oh, now I'm waiting for your answer when I asked you. Forgive me for lying, for doubting, for slipping. You said to come closer, closer. Why don't you come closer? Why don't you come closer? Come a little closer, yeah. Come a little closer. I'm sorry it's taken so long for me to come back to you. I was searching, I was looking, now I'm found and I'm all yours. I love you, I need you, I claim you in my heart. We're gonna be fine, just fine. We're gonna be fine, you and I. You and I wanna be closer. I wanna be closer, closer. I wanna be closer, closer, closer. You. Many times I was afraid to reach out, but you said to come here. I love you forevermore, but I was on my own, doing my own thing, thinking I was fine, but I needed you forevermore. I love you so, I need you so, I wanna be closer. Closer to you, closer. I wanna be closer. I wanna be closer to you. Closer. I need you. I love you. I need to love you. Want you. Closer. Closer to you. Every day in my life. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Closer, closer, closer.
Whoa. Y'all better sing that song.
I have to give a shout out to Damon Crawford and Drop Squad. They produced the track in Los Angeles, and I'm telling you, even when I did my solo version, that's technically the remix. I released it in Africa first, and it did extremely well there. Yeah. And I remember first time singing it at a concert, and that was when I experienced the crowd singing along with me, and I was like, "Oh my goodness, this is like epic!" But this journey has been incredible, and I just
yeah. Did you have fun making that video?
We made the video.
You made the video.
We made the video.
Okay.
We got it over the finish line, so I'm excited about that.
You're excited about that. So did you co-write that? Who wrote that song?
Oh, I wrote the song. I wrote and
Oh,
arranged it.
right.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. So for those who are just coming on, Anthony, tell them how they can go and purchase your latest project. Oh, and also, in a Guardian Angel, if you don't have that CD, shame on you. Everybody needs to go out right now and they can download it, right, Anthony?
Yeah, they can get it downloaded. It's on all digital outlets. Just type in Anthony Faulkner, last name spelled F as in Frank, Aulkner, and it's available for you. I have what 4 top 100 Billboard chart songs on this particular project,
Right,
and now I can say it's digitally #2 on the charts right
right.
now, and I'm
Yeah, my
truly
other
honored and
favorite
humbled.
song, Emmanuel. I think
Oh
that's
yes,
I love Emmanuel, and it's
thank
of
you.
course Closer. Um, I just love the whole CD. Just go get the CD, y'all. Go get the CD. And can anybody get any hard copies where you have any special CDs where you sign them and there's anything like that?
Yes, there are hard copies. You can go on, I want to say Amazon. They're available on Amazon.
Okay.
Um, yeah, you can get them there.
Yeah. So make sure you go to and tell them the website. It's afaulkner.com, correct?
afaulkner.com. Again, last name spelled F as in Frank, Aulkner, afaulkner.com. The website, I have tons of videos and performances that I've done all over the world on YouTube. Just type in my name, Google me, and you just see I've been around for a little bit. And
Yeah.
I'm just I've been around for a little bit. And I had hair some of the seasons, and the
Right.
season now, I'm cutting the
Yeah.
bald look, but
That's good. Yeah, I mean, the project, I mean, I promise you guys, it will truly bless you. It will uplift your spirit. I promise you. The guardian angel, like, I trust you,
yeah.
let it all go. All those amazing, you know,
Featuring Nikki Pop from the Kirk Car Singers. I also
exactly.
have a song called "We Need Change," which features B3, the trio group out of Atlanta. I also
Mhm.
have a song called "Symphony" that features my
Yeah.
musical brother Fabio Carey from Milan, Italy. We actually shot a video in Italy
Okay.
for that song. So I kind of it's a melting pot. And the title track "Guardian Angel" was produced by um, a producer in Nairobi, Kenya.
Okay.
So yeah,
I mean, I know you've worked with Yolanda Adams, James Fortune. I don't know if I'm saying it right. Kabuya?
Kambua. And
Kambu.
today is actually her birthday. Happy birthday, Kambua. So Kambua is music royalty in Nairobi, Kenya. And I actually have 2 songs I did with her. One called Inua Mikono Yako, which it means to lift your hands in praise. And
Okay.
then we have another song that's called It Starts With You. And I was able to be a part of the Groove Awards in Kenya, which are comparable to our Grammys. Shout out to Mo Sound. And I was the first American on that platform,
Oh,
and it was a huge honor. I was able to perform and also to present. And I presented Best Artist Rwanda, which went to Eddie Miko in Rwanda,
okay.
Africa. So I connected with Eddie Miko, and we actually did a song called "I Believe," and we also did another song that's coming out 2021 called "Thank You" with Renee Patrick.
Okay.
Um, I it's like a network thing that I've done, man.
Right.
So I have more music coming out in 2021. A song called Number One with an artist named UT from Nigeria. I
Okay.
also have a song called Holy that's coming out in Namibia, Africa, with the group called VM6. It's an a cappella group.
Oh,
So
that's amazing. So you have to
yeah,
make sure you come back on Artist Talk and tell us more about the project that's coming out in 21. But any other artists that you would like to work with that you haven't?
I would love to work with Kirk Franklin, um, and I would also like to work with any other artist that wants to work with me.
Any of
So
what?
I've done a lot, and I'm willing to do a lot more. Because as an
Right.
independent artist, you just have to keep building and building and building, and I'm just honored to have the resume that I do have because it's been through faith, tenacity, ambition, endurance, and also becoming immune to rejection that I've been able to make it this far. Because I don't expect everyone to like my music, but those who do like it, I love hearing the feedback from them that they've been inspired and motivated, you know, especially in times like this. You
Right.
know, some of my music has inspired me. You know, especially you are amazing to be on that mountain and just remember like
Yeah.
what it was like to be on that mountain, even though
Right.
now it's a dark time for a lot of people.
Right.
I just want to inspire as many people as I can just to keep going and don't let this situation, you
Right.
know, stop you from still living. But we have to be cautious and we have to figure a way out of the mess that we're currently in. And
Right.
I'm hoping that with great leadership,
Mhm.
we'll be able to
Yeah.
outcome this, you know,
Yeah.
because, you know, prayers are wonderful, prayers are great. We have to pray, but we have to also have actions that align with what we're praying for. You can't just sit there and just
Mhm.
expect it to happen. That's
That's
not
true.
reality.
Right.
Yeah,
You have
it's
to
not
do the
reality.
work. You have to do the work. And
Absolutely.
you have definitely done the work, especially on all your projects and this guardian angel. But I did want to ask you, Anthony, so, if I got in Anthony Faulkner's car right now, what is Anthony listening to?
In my car right now, I
Yeah.
actually went and pulled some CDs out of the office, and I actually put in um, Janet Jackson's
Yeah.
Velvet Rope CD.
Yeah. Awesome CD.
Yeah,
Awesome CD.
yeah,
And real quick, and I did want you to talk about your award nomination for the 23rd Texas Gospel
yeah.
Music Excellent Awards, where you got male soloist, you're nominated for male soloist of the year for gospel video of the year too.
Yes, I was actually nominated for two categories, and that kind of blew my mind. You know, because honestly, I work, and I don't expect to be recognized. So I just continue to work. So when it happens, it's just like, wow. So I'm very grateful for the Texas Gospel Music Excellence Awards for recognizing my hard work. Because I live in Texas, but I don't do a lot of stuff in Texas because, you know, I go where the love is, you know. So it's good now to receive love here in Texas. And that's not to say we have so much here in the US, you know, so you
Right,
can get everything's overly saturated, you
right,
know. So I kind of go in areas that I know are a little bit more open.
right,
Um, that's just the lane
right.
I chose. But I'm so honored that they have seen my hard work and they're excited about what I have to offer. And it's a humbling experience. So I'm very grateful. I can't wait. It's going to be a digital award show in
Okay,
2021, I think February 2021,
okay,
and I'm great.
all right. So
I'm
what
excited.
about like voting for you? Can you give us a website where they can go and vote for you?
Yes, it is.
Or can they
Let
just
me
go to your
see.
page?
Yeah, they can go to my page. So the flyers on my page on IG. Faulkner Anthony is my name on IG. Faulkner FAULKNER Anthony. So it's backwards. Faulkner Anthony. On Facebook is Anthony Faulkner. So it's on both of those
Right.
pages. And the website's on there. Just vote. The whole ballot needs to be filled out for it to count. And I'd appreciate it. You can vote multiple times. So 5,000 each would be great.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. So, Anthony, let me ask you, how do you feel about the internet? How do you feel like the internet has impacted the music industry?
From the good
Mhm.
part of it is it allows greater exposure for independent artists to get their stuff out there. But in regards to being able to have wonderful royalty returns, it's
Right.
kind of damaged that drastically. You know,
Okay.
because I have tons and 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 tons of streams,
Right.
but it'll be like $3. So,
Got
so from that perspective, you have to have different streams of where you could pull revenue from, as
right.
far as sales. And, so you just have to jump. That's another hurdle. You just
That's
have to jump
another.
the hurdle
Yeah.
and just be prepared,
And be
because
prepared.
things don't just happen overnight. And I think a lot of people are disillusioned by, those fairy tale dreams of, oh, it just happened. And then that's not how it works, you know.
Right. Awesome. Well, and I think someone asked me about Emmanuel. I don't know if they
Yeah.
wanted you to sing that or say something about Emmanuel. Is that what they wanted to do?
Hey, what did we talk about?
Okay.
Well, Emmanuel is actually from a acoustic set that I did with Chad Briley. I said, Chad, I really want to do something acoustic at Barron Studio. So their live studio, they allowed me to have 30 guests, and it was an acoustic set, and I did Emmanuel with about, I think, 6 of my other songs that I've done well over the course of my career, and it
Oh,
was an amazing experience. So Emmanuel was actually um, the very first Christmas song that I released over in Kenya,
okay.
and so now I have that time of year that's actually coming out officially this week.
Oh, wow.
So I
Awesome.
hired Edmonton Communication to get that song out, and I'm excited to officially
Mhm.
work on that song.
Wow. Well, you know what? Since you have that, Anthony, so I'm working on my jazzy Christmas this year, and I would
Okay.
love for you to stop by with some other amazing artists and sing a Christmas song for us.
Okay. Yeah, we can make that happen.
We can make. I appreciate that.
You,
And
yeah. Yeah.
and one final question before I let you go. I wish we had more time, but
Okay.
I did want to ask you, Anthony. For someone watching this, and as we were talking earlier, success like this doesn't happen overnight. Any
Mhm.
words of wisdom and advice you could give someone to say, hey, that young man, Anthony Faulkner, that's exactly what I want to do. Any words of wisdom you can share?
I would say for the dreamers, dreams do come true. You have to plan for it. You have to plan, and you can't be defeated easily. You also have to be very cautious of who you let in your ear and who you let know what your plans are. But you have to be coordinated, and sometimes you have to put plan A behind plan Z and revisit plan A after you've accomplished some of the other steps, because it doesn't always happen chronologically the way that you think it will. But you have to build great relationships, great alliances, and you have to be open and willing to not compromise your authenticity. But you have to know how to remain competitive in an industry, depending on how far you want to go.
Right.
So if you just want to just do local stuff, that's great. But
Right.
if you want to do world stuff, you have to have a greater open your perspective as far as where you want to go. Because now I just look at the map and say, okay, I want to branch out over there,
Yeah.
and we make it happen.
Right. You be over there, you be all the way back
Right.
over there. It's like,
I do.
oh,
But it's taken a long time to get that confidence and to be secure and not really caring what the other people think,
right.
in regards to those that may be, you know, over there. But it's okay. You just have to find your own lane, be comfortable with your own lane, be confident in your own lane, and you'll be able to see just how beautiful it is. Because when you get caught up in the hoopla and the noise, you get distracted because I don't want to be in the lane that everybody's trying to get the carrot that's right here. There's
Right.
carrots all around.
Yeah.
So
That's right. Well, again, ladies and gentlemen, international recording Irving artist, Anthony Faulkner, songwriter. Thank you so much, my brother, for being my guest here on
thank you, man.
Artist Talk.
Thank you, man. I want to give a shout out to Benita Bellamy with the Bellamy Group, who is my publicist. I want to give a shout out to Marv from Top Notch Music. I want to give a shout out to Milton Allen, who's done great things with distribution for me overseas. It takes a lot of people to
Mhm.
make what I do happen, which is why I keep saying you have to build great alliances and relationships. To all my international friends like Trace TV, who's constantly, there's so many major entities out there
Yeah.
that people in the US have no idea even exist,
Right.
and I can say, you may not have heard of me, but millions have,
Right.
and that's just an inspirational nugget for other independent artists that want to make it happen.
Right.
Dreams do come true, but you have to do your due diligence, and you have to have something that's competitive but yet authentic, um, that gives the professional value that's out in the industry right now.
Right. Oh, that's some great. Thank you so much, my brother Anthony Faulkner, for sharing that with us. I could talk to you for another hour, but you have to come
I would love to come back, and I appreciate you having me on, man. I appreciate the love that you and your team give me nonstop, because sometimes when you reach out to me, when I've been on the road, it's been quite encouraging because it's a lonely journey. It's
back.
a lonely journey because if you're isolating yourself from all the naysayers and the people that want to
Yeah.
tell you to do this when you need to do that, you're kind of like out there by yourself. So I'm grateful for great friendships like we have, and Continue blessings to you.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much, Anthony. We'll talk real soon, okay?
Sounds good. Happy holidays as well.
All right, same to you. Wow, guys, what another great show with international recording artist Anthony Faulkner was my special guest. Another great show right here on Artist Talk. Thank you so much for everyone joining the show. Don't forget, please share the videos. I appreciate all of your support. I have to also thank, Mike Murray, the owner B. I have to thank Dwight Rogers. Thank you so much. And for all of those who send me encouraging and supporting, words, I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you all so much. So stick around for some more great music right here from Anthony Faulkner. Remember, don't forget to take care of yourself and be kind to others. Good night.
I've come to encourage you, my brother, my sister, that the Lord will never leave you nor forsake you. And if a problem may arise, God will fix it. If you're feeling down and out, just hear the words I say. Your joy's gonna come in the morning time. Everything's gonna be okay. Exercise your faith in God, He'll never do you wrong. My God is an on-time God, I know. Just trust and call His name. Jesus, He will fix it for you. If you trust Him, Jesus, I know God will fix it. Oh, yeah. When trying times come your way, just lift your hands and say, I surrender everything in Jesus' name I pray. Watch Him make a way, He's done it time and time again. My God is an on-time God, I know. Just trust and call His name. Yeah, I know God will fix it. What a mighty God we serve. Jesus is the King of kings and the Lord of lords. So you can trust Him. Yeah. My Jesus, fix it for me. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, my Jesus will fix it for me. Yeah, my Jesus will fix it for me. Done it time and time again. Yeah, yeah. Jehovah Jireh, you're my provider. Everything I need, Can't nobody do me like my Jesus can. Got the victory, so I lift my hand. I give Him praise, give Him the total praise. Won't you lift your hands and give Him praise? The Prince of Peace, a strong tower, Almighty God, for your grace and power, He'll pick you up and turn you around. He'll place your feet on solid ground. Jesus, He will fix it for me. Yeah, we've been making good for a night. It's gonna come in the morning. He will fix it. Oh, yeah. My health, my peace, my strength, Lord. I know He will. I know He will. My job, Lord. My kids, Lord.
Alive, no one conversation. 30 minutes of pure entertainment with musicians, writers, and actors to motivate us, chefs, and even rappers to up and coming with the it factor. It's the JAZZIE K coming at the show.